Light heavyweight standout Dustin Jacoby. What's going on, Dustin? How's life right now for you?
Life's good, man. I'm actually at Top. I got a buddy from high school in town, so came out to meet him and say what's up to his gang, and we're just chilling, man. Enjoying that Thursday night.
All right. Now, what's the situation like in Colorado for you with the training and the lockdowns? And I heard there's so many different levels and colors, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's all been madness, man. I mean, we continued training through it the whole time. Where we could, when we could. Our gym closed down for a little bit, but me and the guys still got together. Me and the coaches still got together outside of wherever we could, and just kept trucking, man. The world had to keep going on, and in our sport and in our profession, you can't really take time off and be fine-tuned and ready to go. So we had to stay on top of everything, and it's been crazy, but we stayed disciplined, and we're doing a good job of keeping our routine going.
With the adjustments in training, did it allow you to focus on certain things personally?
Yeah, I mean, it gave us more time to really tune in and dial into what we were doing, and nothing else mattered. There was nothing else going on. So when we were in the training room, I mean, that's what we were doing. That's what we were focused on. So, everybody had a bunch of extra time on their hands. And because of that, we were able to just master our craft a little bit more.
With the time on your hands, man, did it allow you to do other things like outside of fighting? Did you go home and watch more film or anything like that?
Man, I just we still got out in the wilderness. Being in Colorado, we're like an hour away from the mountains. Not even. I mean, I could be in the mountains in 20 minutes, but to really be in there, about an hour away. So we go hiking, mountain biking. Just be outdoors. I'm an avid golfer, so I play a lot of golf, and I just try to be outside as much as possible.
Now, with the mountains, have you ever been lost out there? Because I was talking to Corey Sandhagen one time, and he said he got lost for like 3 hours. It was a scary moment in his life.
Dude, the first year I went elk hunting, 2014, I got lost, and I had no idea where I was. I was with my buddy Chris Camozzi. I'm sure you know who Camozzi is.
Yeah.
Another fighter. And I was freaking out, man. I broke out into a sweat. I had never been in that area before, had no idea where I was. So it was pretty scary, man. I mean, you got to respect your whereabouts out there, because you can get lost pretty quick. And, all the wildlife and anything else, the cold nights, I mean, they can get pretty scary.
Yeah, of course, man. No doubt. Now going back to your career, man, of course, you're decorated in the striking department. And you actually did fight for the UFC in 2011, 2012. When you competed with them, the promotion, and now you look at yourself, what are the key differences, do you think?
I experienced, man. I was just so young. I had beat good guys, but I just wasn't ready. I got there too soon, and I just wasn't mature like I am now. The experience that I bring to the cage with me now is just a huge benefit, and I got to be like one of the only guys. I don't know, you might have to fact check this, but one of the only guys that's a UFC veteran that is on the Contender series, which is kind of crazy to me. But, I'm just going to take that experience that I had from, my decade worth of fighting and my rise to the top in glory kickboxing and use it to, put the hurt on Ty Flores.
Now, you mentioned Chris Camozzi. He was one of the guys you fought on the first stint with the UFC, and you fought another veteran. Besides the experience, like, what other learning lessons did you get from those two fights?
Man, those two fights were so long ago. I mean, they definitely, every fight they say you leave a little bit of yourself in there, which is true in these hard battles. But I also see it as I take a little bit away with me. Every opponent that I fought, I take a little bit of them with me. So now, moving forward, when I fight new guys, it's like a respect thing I want to put on for all those former guys that I fought, whether I've won or lost. I want them to watch the fight and be like, man, there's Jacoby. I'm proud of him. And that's a bad dude. I want to take all the beatings that I've taken from them and turn them on to somebody else.
No doubt. Now, with Ty Flores, your upcoming opponent on the Contender series, what is your breakdown of him?
Again, he's these Contender series guys are like 5-0, 6-0. Ty Flores is 7-2. Young in his career, just hasn't had the experience that I've had, man. And I think that's going to show so much in this fight. I've stepped in the ring with some absolute killers in glory. Guys that even the most hardcore MMA fans don't even know who these guys are. You know, Michael Duke, Daniel Lunga, Simon Marcus, Alex Pereira, Murad Bouzidi. I mean, these guys are straight killers. I went toe to toe with them, man. And Ty Flores hasn't been there. He hasn't traveled the world fighting. I've been across the world, you know, and I've had these battles, and I've been to the bottom, and you know, I'm here to show him that, you know, I want to put the pain on him. I want him to hurt like I hurt, and I'm gonna show him that I'm experienced, and I'm about ready to take his soul.
You know, you mentioned, you know, the top of the food chain in the kickboxing world, and you did have a long career with Glory. When you heard the news about them going bankrupt, man, how did you feel about that?
Yeah, it sucks, man. Glory was a great promotion. You know, they still are. I think that they'll bounce back. I think that they're going to continue going. From what I've heard, that they've got some new investors, and they're just trying to restructure their deal and figure things out. But the promotion is awesome. The fights are just awesome. Like, the fans love it, right? When you watch an MMA fight, everybody wants to see a knockout, and they always boo when it goes to the ground. Well, Glory is straight toe to toe, just going after it. So, you know, I just love Glory, man. I have nothing but good things to say. They've given a lot to my family, and I've got to see a lot of the world. And you know, fighting's not really who I am. It allows me to do the things I love to do, and they've certainly provided for my family and I'm forever thankful to them. And I hope that they can, you know, get their deal going and get back and showing, you know, top level fights to the fans.
Yeah, I hope they do, man. I love Glory. Glory has some crazy fights. Now, going back to your opponent, Flores, he's also a Colorado guy. I think he's in Denver too. Have you ever trained with him, or, you know, in the past,
No.
or have you ever run into him in the past?
No, it's crazy because I think he's from Missouri, and I know he trained at the Hit Squad, at Finney's Hit Squad. I was at the Hit Squad when it was Matt Hughes' gym. So I was at the Hit Squad before him, and then I moved to Denver, and then he went to the Hit Squad, and then he moved to Denver. So I've never seen him. I've never met him. I have a couple buddies that have trained with him, and that's about it, man. I don't know much about him. I know he's probably going to want to take the fight to the ground. And I welcome that, man. He's going to be eating some knees and some uppercuts.
All right. Now, with the training, who have been your closest training partners for this fight, for preparations?
Yeah, man. Our gym, we have a stacked gym. We probably have, you know, 10 or more guys in the UFC right now. But one of my main training partners, I've been training with Josh Friend, who's an up-and-coming guy. He's only 4-1. The dude, this kid could be a superstar. Cody Brundage, another kid. He's on the Contender series this season. He's 5-0. Another kid who's going to be a superstar. Anthony Smith is back in the gym. Zach Cummings is in the gym. Another kid, Austin Jones, who's an up-and-comer. So we've got some big guys, man, that I've been going with. And like I said, guys like Anthony and Zach are veterans of this game, and they provide a lot of knowledge on the mat. So I'm thankful to have them in camp as well.
Yeah, incredible cast, man, and all different styles too. You know, you got Pat Cummings, and you got the style of Anthony Smith, and then Zach. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, all kinds. And where Zach's good on the ground, Anthony's a freaking wizard on the ground. Cody's a monster wrestler. You know, Austin, he's a scrambling machine, and then Josh Friend, he's all around good everywhere. So I'm getting good looks, man, and I promise you, this Cody Brundage kid coming up, who you're going to see on the Contender series after me, he's going to be a superstar, man. He's a good wrestler, and he's strong. And I know just going with him every single day, you know, what I see in the cage from Ty Flores is not going to be what I see every day training. So, you know, I'm thankful for the partners that I do have.
How do you visualize earning your UFC contract?
By a knockout, man. You know, anybody asks me how I'm going to win a fight, like how I see it is by a knockout, and I see a big knockout. It's just what I do, man. I knock people out, and I see this fight going no other way. I mean, I promise you, I will finish this fight inside the distance, and I guarantee I'm going to be walking away with the contract.
All right, one last thing before I let you go. There are many different types of individuals in this sport, and you've been in kickboxing and MMA. You know, that's something different from everybody else. But usually there's like two, I guess, categories. Where do you fit in? Do you fit in the martial arts category or the prize fighter?
You know, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, we train martial arts every day, but when you put it like that, I kind of consider myself a prize fighter. You know, I kind of go wherever the money is. I go wherever the challenge is. You know, my most recent fights were at heavyweight. I couldn't get a fight on the regional scene against anybody. Promoters didn't want to pay me. Fighters didn't want to fight me. So I fought in this tournament. It was 3 fights in one night. First one was boxing. Second one was kickboxing. Third one was MMA. And I weighed in at 210 pounds. Everybody else weighed in at 250 pounds. And I was like, screw it, man, 10K to the winner on the regional scene. I was like, let's go. And so I would consider myself a prize fighter if you put it that way.
No doubt, man. I love it. I love it. August 4th, man. Contender Series. Ty Flores, Dustin Jacoby, UFC Apex. Thank you so much for the time. Good luck on the fight and be safe, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Thanks for the time and getting my interviews out there. And, you know, if it wasn't for you guys, people wouldn't follow or cover this sport. So very thankful for you. And thanks for having me on, man. I'm going to put on a show for you and everybody else August 4th.